Hey guys, hi and welcome to the video. This video we are going to solve a lead code problem that is problem number 1351, count negative numbers in a sorted matrix. Very interesting problem. I'll essentially try to explain you. I have a visualization that I'll try to explain, right? So what we are essentially doing is we are given a matrix here, and given a matrix we have to compute, or you have to essentially return the total number of non-negative, negative numbers. So for example, here we have a negative number, here we have a negative number, negative, 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 negative. So you want to count all of that and return to the total out of that. So total in this we have 8 negative numbers. They've also mentioned that the matrix grid, which is sorted in a non-increasing order, both row-wise and column-wise, which means the lower number is towards the right hand side. And if you observe this, right, 4, 3, 2 and negative 1, so it is sorted, right? And if you take at the column-wise as well, 4, 3, 4, 3, 1 and negative 1. The most naive way to solve this problem is to iterate over the rows and columns. For each element, check if it is less than 0. If it is, then increment the counter, which is what I essentially did my first approach, right? For row in range 0 to length of grid, for each column I just checked basically if the value is less than 0 and I incremented the counter, right? This is one way to think. The second way to think here, essentially, when I looked at the optimized solution, is very actually interesting. So you essentially start at the you know that the negative number or the smallest number is gonna be towards the right hand side. So come here and ask yourself a question: is this number a negative number? Yes, it is, right? So then what do you do? That this entire column has negative numbers, since it's they have mentioned that the matrix is sorted in a non-increasing order, right? So I know that this entire thing can be will be gone, right? So when I come to a particular row, I ask myself a question: is this number basically a negative number? If it is a negative number, I know that the entire row will be gone, because all the elements in that particular column would be negative, right? So I know that. So then again, ask yourself a question: is this number negative? No, it is not negative, right? So what do? We move to the next row. We ask the same question: is this number negative? Well, no, it is not negative, right? So if it is not negative, what do? We essentially increment the row number, right? Again, same question. Ask yourself a question: is this number negative? Well, yeah, it is negative. So what do? Well, in this case, if it is negative, I know that every element in the bottom section of that column would be negative, right? Then I move here. Is this negative? No, it is not negative. So I can again move to the next row. So you get the idea, right? How this is working, right? And I'll show you a code in a second, right? And then so on, right? Again, when you come here, you ask yourself a question: is this negative? If it is negative, hide that, move to the next item. Is this negative? So you keep asking these questions, right? So that's the way we want to solve this problem, right? Now we'll take a look at the solution here shortly. So I'll try my best to again put all these debugs point, and because that allows me to explain you things very properly here. So what I'll do is I'll start my code in the debug mode, and then I'll go step by step and I'll explain you everything, okay? So hopefully this font size should be visible for you, and let me go a little bit down and scroll a bit down here. All right, so I'm gonna start, okay? Ready? All right, so the first time, your row length is 3 because you have 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So you have three items. I'm gonna step. My column is 2, which means 0. Sorry, am I taken? Oh yeah, I've been doing for a different input. So let me do this for this input. So I can explain you everything step by step, because I have a diagram as well, right? So let me restart my debugger. Sorry for the confusion. So let me start my debugger. All right, you guys are ready? All right. So what is your row number? 4, right? You have 4 rows here. Let's come here. 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Or 4 essentially, right? Now let's go back to the code. What is the column here? Column is 4 as well, right? 4 rows, 4 columns. What is your I? Your I is gonna be 0, right? J is gonna be row length minus 1. So we have 3. so which means 0 and 3, right? Then while I is less than column length, what is your column length? Essentially 4, right? Is 0 less than 4? Yes. And is j greater than equal to 0? What is j? 3, right? You have 3 columns, right? So you come inside and say if grid of I comma j, I is what? 0, j is what? 3. So 0 comma 3, that is gonna be this element right here, the one in the orange. Is this number negative? We ask ourselves a question, is this negative? If it is negative, all the items in the below column will also be negative, so I increment the total. So what I do is essentially this, my total is equal to column length minus I. So column length is 4, 4 minus I is 0, so 4 minus 0 is 4. So I know that there are 4 elements here, right? So I increment the counter by 4. Then again I move, so now I'm gonna step through my debugger. Now the next element, right? Now the j is gonna be, j is equal to j minus 1. So now j is 2. So we are at this element right here. Again, ask yourself a question. Hey, is this negative? The answer is no, it is not negative. It is not negative. What do? We essentially move to the next column, next row, sorry, my bad. So we'll see this happening. Sorry. Okay, so we'll see this happening. We move to the next row, and remember I is 0. So now we are at I is equal to 1, which means we are at row number this. Now j is again what? 2, right? J is 2. So you again ask yourself a question, right? We ask ourselves a question, is this number negative or positive? This number is positive, right? So this row will be skipped, right? So we'll see that happening. Come to the else. Now I becomes 2. So which means we are at this one right here. Now we'll again ask ourselves a question, is this number negative? The answer is yes, the answer is yes, it is negative. So total is equal to column length. What is your column length? Column length is 4, 4 minus I. What is your I? 2, 4 minus 2 is 2, which means I know I have to hide 2 elements here. So I'll make this purple. I'll hide this here, right? So I know that I have 2, right? And so on, the loop will continue and essentially will do the job for us, right? Just submitted the solution here. So I'll click on submit. And as you can see, works absolutely fine and great, right? So either you can opt for brute force approach, or you can opt for this solution that I found on the internet and I had to go through. And as I said, right, I myself have to write things out. So as you can see, I had to write things out just to understand the logic, right? Hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy, I would really appreciate a small like on the video. And if you have any question, please list your question in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer as and when I get time. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video.